Stand up. No, honestly, stand up. That's your first small step to discipline. You didn't really want to stand up, did you? But you decided to do it anyway. So I'm proud. It's simple really, that's all discipline is. Doing something you don't want to do. And if you didn't stand up, it's in your best interest that you probably watch this whole video. Discipline is what you're going to need on the days where you don't feel motivated. And if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you don't have a lot of discipline. But luckily for you, just like every other stat in the game of life, it can be improved. Just think of self-improvement and life as a game. And if you're new to all of this and you're a beginner, you haven't even experienced the newbie games yet. So don't worry, you've got a lot ahead of you.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Now flip power and responsibility. With great responsibility comes great power. Yeah, as you probably learned already, some things in life may not go your way or be your fault, but everything in your life is completely your responsibility. And once you understand this simple concept, you may stop victimizing yourself and actually make some progress. Remember, everything's a choice and no one's forcing you to watch porn, vape, smoke, drink, all of it. No one's forcing you to do these things. What I just spoke about and learned, I actually synthesized from a book I've read, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. We'll pick up how crucial reading is later on in the video. Anyhow, self-improvement in plain English is removing the bad habits out of your life and replacing them with good habits to become a better version of yourself every day. Before I start though, it's crucial that you put down whatever you're doing. Yeah, I understand your attention span may be fucked, but this video requires all your attention if you want it to actually work. But make sure you're focusing and taking action on what I teach you. If not, you might as well click off the video now because it's going to be absolutely useless to you. Brilliant. So one of my friends I recently brought onto self-improvement asked me this question: why are the bad habits so easy to do and the good habits are so hard to do? So pretty much, bad habits are instant gratification that give your brain instant feedback, instant pleasure, and most of the time you don't have to do a lot to access these. Some examples are porn, junk food, social media, smoking, drinking, gaming, which are all instant gratification. And yeah, you may be thinking these are nice, but the reason they've been made so addictive and so pleasurable is to suck your attention dry. If you really think about it, these habits may be nice in the moment, but they're not here to benefit you. They're here to take your money away. So why are you wasting your time? Don't worry though, because there's a solution. Self-improvement. Taking on the good habits such as fitness, learning, meditation, journaling, cold showers, and nofap. Honestly, how much more boring do these sound? But all of these good habits all have something in common. They take weeks, months, years before you can get results. And these are what you call delayed gratification habits. The rewards are not instant and they often take a lot longer, but they're often more rewarding. And personally, I fell in love with the process of improving these habits. Stage 1, fitness. This is a crucial step and arguably has one of the quickest ROIs, and that's fitness. Gym and combat sports in particular, I have found are the very best starting points for self-improvement. Gym teaches you the concept of progressive overload, which will help you in all areas of self-improvement. Gym also makes you more physically attractive, whilst also helping you feel better mentally. And combat sports are even better. I recently started boxing again, and it may sound weird, but there's no other feeling like getting punched in the face. And when you're sparring, you're in such a flow state that you're 100% in the present moment. It's brilliant. You also build resilience, discipline, brotherhood. I've also found it helps with stress and anxiety as well. And it's something I recommend you at least try, even though it most likely will be out your comfort zone. Nevertheless, health is just a significant part of life and you shouldn't neglect it. I remember the first time I started gym and it was so out my comfort zone. I was such a skinny little kid. But what seemed to help me get past that mental wall of going to the gym was going with my friends, which I recommend. But your friends may not want to go, or you don't have friends, which is why I recently created a self-improvement Discord, so you can network with people who have similar goals as you and want to improve their life. What I recommend is just trying your best to get into the gym 5 to 10 minutes for your first session. You don't have to be David Goggins straight away. You just got to get used to it first, then progressively overload the weights, try different machines, and you'll notice most people in the gym are actually pretty kind. They'll probably be able to tell that you're a beginner and they'll most likely help you out. I've been going to the gym for years and I still get tips to this day, but it all starts with the small, first, insignificant steps, which will eventually compound day in, day out, the more you go. As a beginner, I recommend going about 3 to 4 times a week, trying to not have more than 2 rest days, and you should build momentum. Stage 2, learning. So you're getting fitter, gaining confidence, making progress. Now it's time to start learning. Unfortunately, school has put a bad rep on learning, forcing us to learn and read books that we weren't interested in. But there's a weird art to choosing to learn and learning about subjects that you're actually interested in. Learning no longer becomes a chore, but it becomes pleasurable. And that's the case for me. Whilst I was at sixth form, I was rarely studying what I was meant to be studying, but I would fill my spare time religiously studying self-improvement, absolutely filling my brain with the thoughts of YouTubers such as Hamza, Ayman Gahadzi, Ali Abdul, all great YouTubers in the self-improvement niche, which seem to help me progress. You can even learn a thing or two off me. I also found a love for reading books after reading my first consensual book, Duncan Bannatyne's autobiography, Anyone Can Do It. I absolutely loved reading this book as I've always been into entrepreneurship. So this one book I read kick-started this habit and completely changed my beliefs about reading. But 3 books I recommend reading if you're starting out on your self-improvement journey are Atomic Habits, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and How to Win Friends and Influence People. There are also so many podcasts out there that you can learn so much from that are completely free on Spotify. Modern Wisdom, The Huberman Lab, and Strike It Big are the 3 main podcasts I'm currently listening to. So don't worry, you don't need to come up with the excuse that you can't afford it, because books are literally cheap as chips. I buy mine secondhand off eBay for like £3 to £5. Even better, podcasts are completely free. And I know you've got AirPods and the latest trainers, so don't be so stupid not to invest in yourself. But yeah, make sure to take all the beliefs and ideas off these mentors with a pinch of salt. Contrast ideas from all different people and match them up to what you truly believe and your values. Don't just follow them blindly. But on the other hand, don't let arrogance and ego kill your gains. I've seen this countless times where people believe that they're better than the teacher. If the person teaching you is truly in a better position than you, listen, because they can most likely teach you something. Being wrong opens the possibility of change. Being wrong brings the opportunity for growth. Stage 3. Action. You've got to remember not to become a self-improvement junkie, which is just someone who indulges in self-improvement without action, which creates a false sense of improvement. So this video will hopefully be motivating you to take action, which is great, but it's fine if not, because action isn't just the effect of motivation, it's also the cause of it. So literally take the smallest step to what you want to improve, and it will make the next step so much easier because you'll have momentum. Action creates motivation, which is brilliant, but unfortunately it's the same for the flip side. 1 hour of video games won't hurt me. 1 packet of crisps shouldn't hurt me. Cope, that's what it is, cope. You're telling your brain excuses, all because you're motivated to do the bad habit. And once you do the bad habit once, guess what's gonna happen after that? Anyway, I hope you stood up at the start of the video, but it's fine if not, because I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself now. Right, I want you to get on the floor and do 10 push-ups with me. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, come on, 7, 8, 9, 10, boom, nice. There we go, nice work. If you actually didn't just do 10 push-ups, then please leave the video now, because you're obviously not taking in any of this information. Stage 4, passion. Now you're asking, I've got rid of all my bad habits, but what should I do with my spare time? What you need to do is find your purpose and or find a skill that you can work on. I'm not going to go in depth on how you find your purpose in this video, but here's a clue. It's something you're so obsessed about that your friends struggle to stop you from talking about it. And when you're doing it or talking about it, you're in such a flow state that you're so focused on the task that you forget about everything. Yeah, it's exactly that what you're thinking about now. That's probably what you should do, and find a way to monetize it. And there's thousands of skills that you can find. You've just got to try them and test them out, see what works for you. And ideally your passion and your skills link together. I use myself as an example. I'm very passionate about self-improvement, entrepreneurship, content creation, and I have been ever since I was a kid. By the way, your passion may be something you enjoyed doing as a kid, but ultimately this has led me to creating content about what I love and learning so many skills in the process. Video editing, Photoshop, camera speaking skills, and has also opened up so many opportunities. A book I read that will help you monetize your passion is Why Now Is Your Time to Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. But if nothing came to mind when you're thinking of your passion, then I'll give you another actionable step, and that's creating a YouTube channel for yourself. And just try posting your first few videos. Don't worry about the small details. Just take action and make some videos. Just start learning the process, and you may find out that you actually love doing it and fall in love with content creation in the process. Also, make sure to tag me in the video. Good luck. Stage 5. Routine. I'm actually very impressed that you've made it this far. So you actually want to improve yourself, and now you know exactly step by step what to do. And it may seem like there's so many habits that you've got to do and you can't possibly fit them all into one day. Well, here is my exact morning routine, which sets me up for the perfect day.